Wanted to do a video of a sport chassis. Every time we get ready to do one, it seems like the truck sells. So we finally had a couple in stock, so I wanted to at least pick one to do a video on. These trucks are kind of universal. Most of them are built about the same. What most people don't realize is Freightliner and sport chassis are two different things. Freightliner is the truck, M2 business class is the model, and then sport chassis is an outfitter. I believe they're in Arizona. We deal with them quite often for parts and pieces, but they actually take the truck new and do the full outfitted build. And this is one prime example of one of their builds. This particular one is powered by a Mercedes-Benz motor. We've had them with the Cummins, we've had them with Cat, Mercedes. Those are the most common. A lot of people frown upon the Mercedes. We've had good luck. Everybody has their opinion, so you can argue it out, but we actually have had several of them with the Mercedes that we personally used. And when I say personally used, we tow boats, campers, RVs, race trucks, stuff all over the country. And one of the ones we used for the longest period of time was a Mercedes powered 2007, identical to this truck right here. We actually have a 2007 now in black that we're currently using, so we're no stranger. This particular truck could use the wheels polished, but they use a basically like an American Force style wheel, custom cut. Most all of them are equipped for gooseneck ball. Some of them have the provisions for a fifth wheel, several different hookups for trailers, lights. This particular one has set up for a big living quarters horse trailer. They all have the class 5 tow behind hitch, as well as a couple connectors in the back here. This particular connector on most of them is for additional camera, which is pretty cool. The front of the truck's wired so that you can run cameras, whether it be a backup camera on the trailer or a camera in the trailer. A lot of people like that for their exotic cars and motorcycles to make sure they're not falling over or coming unstrapped. The back area of these is set up with a E-type track with a round post so that you can tie down things. That's a little tie down. This one's big enough to put a golf cart up on the back or an ATV. A lot of times they have a built-in storage box. This one has a pretty unique box. They actually kept their propane tanks in there that went with the trailer, and then that stud sticking out is where they kept the spare tire. So, and we do have the spare tire to go with this one. Lots of storage on the side, diamond plated inside, power hookup switch right there, an air chuck hookup. This particular one's riding on Michelin tires, which is what they typically come with from the factory. And again, other than polishing the wheels on this particular one, this is a clean body truck, a non-rusty truck. A couple pieces of trim have peeled up. They're easily enough to put back on. We could address that before it sells. This one's been freshly serviced, freshly inspected, and has really good mileage on it. We've had these with 200,000. Matter of fact, we had one with 390,000, I believe it was. And I actually sold that one to Sterling Marlin, the race car driver. He used it for a few years, and we bought it back and sold it again. The inside of them, they take care of them pretty well most of the time. This one, the leather's just been treated. You can see it's a little dry on the armrest, but the seat's in good shape. It's a King Ranch style leather, real dark tan. This one has the fold-out seat in the back that makes a bed. That's all the original sport chassis documents and Freightliner documents, as well as the full sport chassis floor mats. Overhead, they put in a DVD TV system. Lots of lights. It's got some mood lights, got reading lights, and most of them have lights that run around the outside trim as well. Pioneer touchscreen stereo, that's a factory setup with a rear view camera and an auxiliary rear view camera. I think you can run up to 4 auxiliary cameras on there. This one has the dump suspension, so when you back up to your trailer, you don't have to get out and crank it. You just dump the suspension. It is air ride suspension, and it backs underneath the trailer. Mirror lights, auxiliary camera, power windows, push button Allison transmission, all the typical amenities This one has 113,000 miles. I think the other one we have in stock currently has 90,000. And then the other one we have in stock has 220,000. Big center console with lots of storage. And this truck is an air ride suspension, air ride cab. So basically as much air as you can ride on. LED lights, mud flaps, you name it, these trucks are built to do it. We've had extremely good luck with these over the years. They're our go-to, even though we sell the CXT International, the TerraStars, the F650s. We've had a couple Peterbilts. Everybody seems to make a pickup truck version of the super truck, but this right here is the go-to. And again, we usually have one of each kind to pick from, and unless we're going to a show or something and not towing, we 99% of the time take a Freightliner sport chassis. It's got a lot of room, it's got a lot of luxury, and a whole lot of amenities for towing in style and in comfort and safety. These are under CDL trucks, the way they're registered. They obviously have capacity to pull way more than CDL requirements. So if you have a vehicle, truck, trailer, camper, no matter what the weight capacity, in most cases this is going to be capable. Now what you're licensed for is a different story, but pulling power of this truck, easily 20,000-30,000 pounds behind it, and you're comfortable and it feels good. Power is plenty fine. The automatic Allison transmission does the load. Again, it's up to you as far as your licensing and how you register it, but the truck itself is an under 26,000 pound registered GVW truck. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in. Give us a call. This particular truck is a 2007 with 113,000 miles. Comes with our standard 30-day warranty. Freightliner truck with a sport chassis conversion. Trying to find the weight tag here for you because everybody seems to ask that, but looks like this one's actually at 19.5, so well under CDL requirements. And obviously we all know it will pull far more than that. No check engine lights, no trouble codes. Other than the parking brake is on, that's the only light on the dash, and put your seatbelt on.